What's going on, everybody? So us personally, one day away from leaving for the rally. So today's Wednesday, July 31st. Tomorrow is Thursday, be August 1st. We're taking off. I guess the official start date of the rally is what, August 2nd or something, but I mean, basically it's been kind of going on, pre-rally stuff, whatever. Anyways, I'll show you a video of us all set up and what we're hauling and packing and some things here and there on the next video. This one is just a little pre-rally vent session if anyone cares to listen. Trying to keep it under 10 minutes and whatnot, but I just want to give my opinion and go from there. So Facebook, they have these pages, 84th Sturgis Rally, so on and so forth, right? And I follow them and I'm thinking like, oh, we're going to see some cool stuff. We'll get to see what people are doing, what's going on with the rally, so on and so forth, like fun stuff, right? And I swear, all it's turned into 90% of the time is people crying and bitching about everything. And the worst part, it's about what other people are doing, like no one's bothering anybody, right? But it's because they're not doing it the way that they think it should be done. Now, I used to kind of be that way, like probably 5 years ago, and I kind of got wrapped into that, like, oh, you don't ride in the rain. Oh, you don't ride your bike this much. Oh, you don't ride to the rally, or, oh, you don't camp in a tent, whatever type deal. But now, like, I look back, I'm like, that was kind of stupid of me, like, who cares? Who cares what anybody else does? It doesn't affect what I do. And like, do I wake up every day and just want to ride in the rain? No. Will I ride in the rain if I have to? Yes, for sure. If I have something planned that day or if I'm in the middle of a ride, whatever. But, now we have a camper. I do call this glamping. Not gonna lie, I do call it glamping. I think real camping is a tent and all that. I will still say that, but I ain't gonna hate on anybody that has a camper. I mean, we have one. We did tent it out in Sturgis for 10 days. At night, it was all right because it got cold enough and it felt comfortable. But, oh, man, 8 o'clock, it was 8 in the morning. It was brutal all day. And then you're trying to keep food cold in a cooler. And especially when you're out there for 10 days, I mean, that's, it was rough. And that's when the girlfriend was like, we're getting a camper, like from here on out. The first 2 years, we had some awesome friends that we went out with, and they allowed us to stay in their RV, and that was great. And then the third year, we chose to tent, and it was a fun experience, obviously. And I mean, I've tent camped before, obviously, whatever. But staying out there for 10 days, tenting, and then trying to keep things cool and all that, it gets brutal. It is what it is, but it's a good story, and you look back on it. But anyways, she wanted to get a camper, and I'm like, that's fine, that's cool, but you're going to pull the camper because I still want to ride my bike. For me, like, half of the fun, well, not half of the fun, but part of the fun, part of the adventure is riding out there. We're like 636 miles away or whatever from Sturgis. So, there and back, it's like almost 1,300, whatever. So that's part of the fun for me. And she was cool with that. I mean, grew up on a farm, so hauling a trailer is no problem with her. I have the truck, and all that, so put it to use. And so I still ride my bike out there, and she pulls that. So some people would probably hate on that because I don't have my bike packed down and it blah 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 whatever. But anyways, I still ride. But if people trailer, I don't care. Like, yeah, I used to be like, oh, you're trailering, what's the point? But now I look back and I'm like, that was stupid. And I see everybody else complaining like it's affecting their rally. Like they literally get so mad, it's like they don't even have fun. They're like, blah, 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 blah. Like, who cares if somebody's trailing their bike? Who cares if somebody's staying in a camper? More power to you if you're going to haul everything out on a bike and you tent it and it's all fun and game. And that is, I mean, that there is its own fun in that. But then there is its own suckiness in that, right? Just like camping. I mean, it's awesome to have the luxury, but there's more to worry about, this and that, whatever. Anyways, my point is like, why does everybody care so much about what other people are doing with their money, their time, their things that they have? They get so mad if they don't ride out. They get so mad if they're in an RV. They get so mad this. They get so mad that. And then the other thing is, like, they get mad if somebody has a kid with downtown Sturgis. Here's the deal. During the day, downtown Sturgis, even like Deadwood and most of the places, there ain't nothing going on that a kid can't see. I mean, even if you see a girl walking in a bikini, it's no different than the fucking beach, right? Now, at night, I would not bring a kid down there. Also in the campgrounds, there's certain areas in the campgrounds I would not take a kid. But there's definitely places that you can find in the back, in the corner, and you're away from all that, and you don't have to go through it. So there's really no issue, but they act like it affects them. Like, it, oh my God, it's ruined everything, blah, blah, blah. And one guy, like, commented saying, like, well, back in the day, prostitution used to be legal in Sturgis, and it was a real biker rally. And I was like, so what you're saying is, like, you have to have prostitution to be a real bike? I mean, that's just a weird-ass comment, in my opinion. Like, I don't know. I mean, you know, people do everything different. And it is what it is. And whether it makes you a real biker or not, I guess, fuck it. You know, I don't care anymore. So many people just talk shit about what everybody does. And it's like, it almost takes the fun away from it for them. Like, me personally, I think it's pretty cool seeing everybody's big ass rigs. I think it's fun to look at. I think it's fun to look at the bikes. I think it's fun to look at some of the slingshots that roll through. I think it's fun to look at some of the UTVs that roll through. I enjoy looking at the vendors. Now, I've only been going every year since 2017, so I don't know any of the past years of how it was and all that, but I really don't care to be around all the craziness, all the explicit stuff, all the things that people are talking about that aren't as much anymore, and that's blah blah blah. Like, that might be somebody's fun, and that's totally fine, and I understand that. But me personally, I'm cool with the way it is. I have fun, I enjoy it, and we make some great ass memories, and I don't give a shit what anybody else does. Because here's the deal: if somebody does something different, I can avoid it if I don't like it, right? That's the beautiful thing of freedom. And that's what we always preach. We preach freedom and doing what we want and not having somebody, like, tell us what we can and can't do. Now, if it starts affecting somebody else or whatever, well, then that's a different story. But I don't think somebody trailing their bike affects anybody. I don't think somebody being in an RV or a camper affects anybody. I really don't think somebody walking their kid downtown Sturgis affects anybody either. It's no different than any other kind of tourist thing. I mean, it is. It's tourism down there, and it's vendors and it's this and it's that. Like I said, once nighttime falls and you go down to the bars, like, I'm not gonna bring my kid downtown. I'm not gonna bring my kid to certain parts of the campground. Completely avoid all that shit. But it just blows my mind. Anyways, those pages, they're just not fun. They're just drama. Everybody's talking shit about each other. There's no unity. I mean, it just seems like the whole, like, we're all just supposed to get together, all different walks of path, right? And have a good time for the same reason, which is to rally and just have a good time, have freedom to do what we want, and enjoy the things that we like. Anyways, said I would keep it under 10. It's 8.5. But yeah, man, if you go out there, just have a good time and just fuck anything else. Like, who cares what everybody else does? It doesn't affect you that much. Like, you're making it a miserable thing, and yeah, whatever. Anyways, we'll see you later. Bye.